Guys, Shady Yapping is back. Last time I've been reacting to the dev talk, so I'm gonna do it this time again. It feels like that season 8 is hyped. It's a bit more hyped than other seasons were, other recent seasons, and I'm interested to hear what they have to say.
I'm back, and we're here in the ABHQ. You know what that means. Time to sit down and dev talk. Thank you for joining me. I'm Zigili.
Ziggly, I love the way he's holding the microphone, by the way. I know it's fully off topic, but the way he holds the microphone and with the hoodie in the office, I think the whole atmosphere of how this dev talk is being done is really great. It's casual, and it gives me the feeling that he's actually talking to the players, to the viewers.
You might have joined me a few months ago for a similar dev talk. As we ramp up for season 8, we figured it's time for another one. Last time, I mentioned two important topics. One was sunken corpses.
Yep.
From what I've seen, this shouldn't be a major issue anymore. What are you all seeing?
I don't know, guys. I still sometimes have that, I kill somebody and then that body is being teleported somewhere else. But for me, it's not like a hot topic because it happens like once out of 2,000 games that I can't loot my kill. So
I'd like to think we can say
it's not a big issue for me.
I'll be in the comments, me and the team, so let's see your feedback. I also talked about team killing.
Team killing.
Let's start there as we go over some upcoming
That's fucking annoying, yeah. Team killing. Did you see my short where I was trying to punish a loot goblin and I was the one actually nading myself? Team killing is something they need to address for sure.
Their punishments with longer grenade blocks and bans. The team are starting to rethink how we deal with TKers. First, we recognize a lot of TK behavior stems from loot stealing. On that front, we're introducing some changes to how loot works, including key room lockouts and loot priority. Here's how it works. Players who unlock the door first get first dibs on the loot, regardless if it's in a safe or laying around. There's a 45-second
iStream was having this question when he did the season 8 introduction video. He said that he's not sure about stuff that is going to be on the table and other surfaces. So now we got the answer. Anything that is in the room can only be picked up by the person who is actually opening the door. What I don't know yet, and maybe we're going to find out, what happens if somebody opens the door and I nade my teammate, and then is it going to be unlocked after 45 seconds?
Head start over anybody on the team. This change is in effect for all raids. In addition, we now have the loot priority option you can enable.
So we didn't get the answer. This is something definitely people are going to experiment with. I think this is something that they should be taking more seriously, because I was never a loot goblin. I'm always telling, especially if I play with Rugboom and others, I'm always telling the random guy that, hey, be normal, okay? We're not going to steal your stuff. Be, honest and don't steal our stuff. Still, it happens. It happens all the time. So the only way I can avoid it is to, I don't know, sometimes kind of detach myself from the team, but it's not an ideal thing. There should be better rules or better things in the game that prevent us from doing it, or prevent us from having that thought even.
Enable before matching, which will lock non-contributing team members from looting kills. I'll repeat that one more time. You can only loot an enemy if you assist or make the kill yourself. Loot priority matching is an opt-in setting. You'll only be matched with other players who enable it. So
this is not so good. So here's my take on that. He just said that you're going to be only matched with people who also have it on, which kind of makes sense if you look at it from your own team's perspective. But if it applies to the whole lobby, it may mean that we're going to have longer queue times, because I'm not sure if everybody's going to have that on. We'll see how it goes. I think it needs further polishing, but it's a really, really great thing that we got to this point. after 7 seasons. Because if you remember, months back, Ziggly has been saying that, well, even if it's your kill, it's not written on the equipment that it's your stuff. That was the original starting point, and now we got to the point where they understand that this is actually having a bad impact on the game. So I'm really happy that this is being addressed.
If you want to be a loot goblin yourself, simply don't select it and steal away. However,
this is okay. I think we got the answer. So if you want to be a loot goblin, just don't turn it on and keep stealing.
The locked room lockout feature is still in effect. This solution allows players to choose how they want to play without all the manual work of finding the right team on Discord or in the team up system. We hope you, the players, find it useful.
Yeah, absolutely. This is actually a great
One more thing as far as team killing and loot stealing go. We are looking into removing friendly fire grenade damage, or at the very least, making some major changes to how it works. No commitments yet, but it's on the table for discussion.
Okay,
for starters,
so this
in
is
team
interesting.
elimination, we've made it so friendly fire cannot eliminate a teammate. What do you think? Are we moving in the right direction with this kind of change?
Yes, of course you are, because we have to ask the question, why do we have nade damage in first place? And I think the only reasonable answer for that is that the way the game currently works, you cannot nade and rush at the same time. Because if grenades wouldn't harm your teammates, then what you can do is that you start spamming a room with nades and your teammates push into that room at the same time, which would be like a disaster for the enemy. So if this happens, then this nading, rushing stuff is gonna be fucking abused by everybody. I think this maybe this is not the main reason why we have that, but this is the only reason I can think of. So whilst I understand that nading is a problem, what I would do is that you cannot harm with nades to your random teammates, but normal rules still apply if you are teaming up with buddies, with friends, with people you talk to. In that case, it's like, you can kind of decide. If you are teaming up with friends, then that's the downside of it. You can still hit them with nades. If you're doing it with randoms, then nades are not doing any damage. I think it would change the landscape, but I'm not entirely sure if that would be like absolutely positive, because let's face it, guys, like, nasty stuff is bringing good content, and sometimes, we just need the drama. So I'm not entirely sure about that.
Which I also talked about last time. We are further reducing leg spread as well as upping chest health. Both changes will generally increase TTK, time to kill, balancing leg meta a little bit.
Why do we feel that only leg meta people can be rats? There are other types of rats just sitting there, not just leg meta.
The idea is to allow more time to react to surprise attacks. We've also buffed bolt action sniper firepower to maintain powerful one-shot kills. We still want to reward snipers, and bolt actions carry plenty of their own risks.
I like that. The semi-auto rifles and carabines are underrated. And I think if they further buff snipers and eventually the semi-auto guns, then that's going to be my go-to gun category for sure, because then it doesn't make sense to waste all of the ammunition. I can basically one-hit players, and
Tech-wise, we've got 2 improvements that should help players get better performance on your device. First is a resource buffering count. A lot of players jump right into a game immediately. Hey, I get it, we all want instant action, but that leaves many textures and resources unloaded. This handy little counter will let you know if all your resources have finished loading in, which should also help with game performance. Second, a new stable.
I like that they are actually explaining a bit of the technical challenge and what they are doing about that. I like it. And actually, it makes sense.
Stabilization feature will dynamically adjust your graphic settings, which is useful when your device starts getting stressed.
Mm-hmm.
Frame rate stability has the biggest impact on player experience.
Exactly.
So, when you pop a smoke nearby or the action gets heavy, this feature makes adjustments to enable stable frame rate.
Oh.
Frame rate stabilization is on by default, and we suggest trying the dynamic option if you're on a low-end device. One word on servers.
Just for the record, guys, Red Magic. Many of you are complaining that you have a bad device. Even on the Red Magic, it's an 8S Pro. Even on my device, it happens that I'm sometimes lagging. I just want to say that this improvement is going to be an improvement for everybody, not just low-end devices.
If you want to reduce your server lag, the best thing you can do is select low ping preference, which prioritizes matching you with players closer to the server.
We know that.
Less distance for all players means a better overall experience.
Yes, we know that, but sorry for stopping it again. We know that, but I have low ping preference off all the time because I don't want to wait endlessly long to get into a game. What I feel is a big issue is that I'm having low ping, like 20 ms. How the fuck can it happen that I peak and then I get back behind the wall and then I die like 2 meters away? In that case, it's not my ping. It's eventually the enemy player who is lagging, or I don't know what's happening. But low ping preference, yes, we got that, but I think it's not the ultimate solution. There must be something else. There must be something else.
Part of that, a major reason why we keep growing is because you've been encouraging your friends to try out Arena Breakout. It's a tough game. The barriers to learning are high.
It's a punishing
but
game.
We believe there's something here for everybody.
It's frustrating.
One of our main goals from a service perspective is to ease the transition into Arena Breakout. Storage is one area where we hope to improve with the
guys, basically he's saying that how can we open up to more casual players, because the game is punishing, the game is frustrating, the game is hard, the game is everything but not casual. And I think they are starting to move towards casual players to increase the database, the player base, because at the end of the day we need people to make the game sustainable.
The Vault,
which is
a new storage
fully understandable
system available for all players. The Vault acts as a completely separate storage area and takes a monthly coin subscription. It is very valuable if you find yourself short on storage but heavy on coin. We also have a big change for our Elite and Case subscriptions.
The Vault,
starting in season 8,
I don't know
if
that's going to
will be
be
combined. You only need
a
to
good
purchase
thing.
a case to enjoy Elite benefits. Both case sizes will still be available.
Okay.
We have a whole system worked out.
So this is the question I had. So is it going to be combined? So we're not going to have the VIP. Instead, we're going to have just the 2 cases. And for the price of the case, you're going to actually get the VIP as well. Again, they are going towards casual, lowering the prices for the same price or a less price, actually giving more to the player. So this is very good. This is
to give a bonus
I like
for
it.
Anybody
I mean, everything that is free or cheaper is always nice.
Now, combining the case and Elite ties into our last Dev Talk message about creating value for the community. We believe providing good value for you, the players.
Let's just go back for a second. So there's a twist. There's a twist, guys, because it says 16 additional simultaneous market listings, and I can only see this line in the bigger package, but not in the smaller one. So it means that if you want to get that, you're gonna need to have the bigger case for a bigger price. So yeah, it's a nice strategy.
Creating value for the community. We believe providing good value for
you're gonna get a bit more money.
Creates a sustainable future for Arena Breakout. You can also look forward to the new Season 8 Battle Pass, which has skins in both the free and premium tracks, as well as a free MP5 skin coming to everybody when Season 8 launches.
That's always welcome. That's always nice.
We're looking to add some new red loot to the game, and we want to hear all of your ideas. Thoughts on something unique?
A golden
Join the community
shadyfox,
and share it with
please.
us. Don't be surprised if it's in the game later this year. That's a wrap for this Dev Talk. Thanks for listening, and get hyped for Season 8 coming March 20th. See you in the Dark Zone.
Nice, and thank you for all of the updates. So all that remains is to get the golden fox, and then I'm gonna be happy. Just kidding, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think about the updates, the Season 8 stuff. Are you happy with the game? Are you frustrated? Are you considering to leave for Delta Force Mobile whenever it comes, or Ace Force 2 if it comes, or Dark and Darker, or whatever other game, or you're gonna stick to Arena Breakout and Kamona. Have a nice day. See you next time. Ciao. Bye.